The more numerous the laws, the more corrupt the government. If you would know who controls you, see who you may not criticize. Indeed, the crowning proof of their valor and their strength is that they keep up their superiority without harm to others. More faults are committed while we are trying to oblige than while we are giving offense. Reckless adventure is the fool's hazard. Old things are always in good repute, present things in disfavor. Eloquence wins its great and enduring fame quite as much from the benches of our opponents as from those of our friends. Noble character is best appreciated in those ages in which it can most readily develop. All ancient history was written with a moral object. The ethical interest predominates, almost to the exclusion of all others. Every great example of punishment has in it some injustice, but the suffering individual is compensated by the public good. The views of the multitude are neither bad nor good. Men are more ready to repay an injury than a benefit. They have plundered the world, stripping naked the land in their hunger. They are driven by greed if their enemy be rich, by ambition if poor. They ravage, they slaughter, they seize by false pretenses, and all of this they hail as the construction of empire. And when in their wake nothing remains but a desert, they call that peace. The worst crimes were dared by a few, wielded by more, and tolerated by all. Fear is not in the habit of speaking truth. Viewed from a distance, everything is beautiful. Truth is confirmed by inspection and delay, falsehood by haste and uncertainty. Power won by crime, no one ever yet turned to a good purpose. An honorable death is better than a dishonorable life. When men are full of envy, they disparage everything, whether it be good or bad. Crime, once exposed, has no refuge but in audacity. The most seditious is the most cowardly. The word liberty has been falsely used by persons who, being degenerately profligate in private life and mischievous in public, had no hope left but in fomenting discord. Reason and calm judgment, the qualities specially belonging to a leader. Things forbidden have a secret charm. It belongs to human nature to hate those you have injured. Christianity is a pestilent superstition. None make a greater show of sorrow than those who are most delighted. One who is allowed to sin, sins less. Necessity reforms the poor, and satiety reforms the rich. The lust of fame is the last that a wise man shakes off. The Romans brought devastation, but they called it peace. Candor and generosity, unless tempered by due moderation, leads to ruin. A desire to resist oppression is implanted in the nature of man. It is found by experience that admirable laws and right precedents among the good have their origin in the misdeeds of others. Great empires are not maintained by timidity. The hatred of relatives is the most violent. In valor there is hope. Cruelty is fed, not weakened, by tears. Many who seem to be struggling with adversity are happy. Many, amid great affluence, are utterly miserable. The brave and bold persist, even against fortune. The timid and cowardly rush to despair through fear alone. once killing starts, it is difficult to draw the line. To show resentment at a reproach is to acknowledge that one may have deserved it. Be assured, those will be thy worst enemies, not to whom thou hast done evil, but who have done evil to thee. And those will be thy best friends, not to whom thou hast done good, but who have done good to thee. So, as you go into battle, remember your ancestors and remember your descendants. He that fights and runs away may turn and fight another day, but he that is in battle slain will never rise to fight again. Flatterers are the worst kind of enemies. Seek to make a person blush for their guilt rather than shed their blood. Even the bravest men are frightened by sudden terrors. A cowardly populace which will dare nothing beyond talk. Posterity will pay everyone their due. I am my nearest neighbor. Benefits received are a delight to us as long as we think we can requite them. When that possibility is far exceeded, they are repaid with hatred instead of gratitude. Every coward who proved his timidity in the hour of danger was afterwards boldest in words and tongue. It is a part of the nature of man to resist compulsion. Valor is of no service, chance rules all, and the bravest often fall by the hands of cowards. They terrify lest they should fear. The persecution of genius fosters its influence. It is less difficult to bear misfortunes than to remain uncorrupted by pleasure. In seasons of tumult and discord, bad men have most power. Mental and moral excellence require peace and quietness. The unknown always passes for the marvelous. Other men have acquired fame by industry, but this man by indolence. An eminent reputation is as dangerous as a bad one. Adversity deprives us of our judgment. Keen at the start, careless at the end. There can never be a complete confidence in power which is excessive. If we should fall, we should boldly meet our fate.